This conference will now be recorded.
Oh, sorry. I was in mute. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
Shiva,
can
you can.
anyone? Yeah, sorry, I was in mute earlier. So anyhow, so these are all, you got this information, I think. These are today topics. Okay, so this is our yesterday recap. So this is the project. I'm going to create one repository.
Shiva, I'm sorry, I'm not getting any screen or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Maybe you can rejoin
No,
again.
I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, please rejoin.
Sorry?
Please rejoin.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I created one repository and I will add you to this repository. Users. Projects. Frameworks. Hello World Java. Repository permissions. So here I will add you. For example, so I will add who is available in the class so that you can do the parallel development with me. Who is this? Avinash. Okay. So can you tell me your names, whoever is registered? Your names.
Amit,
It's not registered. Other person?
Shweta?
Sweta. It's not registered.
Yes. No,
You
it
did
should
not.
be SH.
Okay.
Uh,
No.
Valsand.
Shafi. Another
Valsand.
person. Spelling.
Valsan. V
Okay.
for Victor. No, V for Victor. A L. Yeah.
Shafi Gunnu,
Shafi.
SHEFI?
Already. Yeah, it's ordered.
Yeah.
Shafi is already added.
Yeah, okay.
So those who are ready with the laptops, you can tell me your usernames.
Muhammad Zahir Ahmed. Muhammad Zahir Ahmed. MOH.
Okay.
Yashwant?
Yashwant, you are ready with the laptop. Yashwant is not found. Maybe you added just now. I think Yashwant is not dead. Okay. So I'm giving these users right access so that you can do some work with me.
So can you try mine again?
Name?
Your roommate, man.
What?
Your roommate.
Oh. Okay. No, I think Amit, I have shared one registration link for this Bitbucket especially.
Okay.
Yeah, Shiva, Arun.
Arun, okay. Yeah. So I think enough for now. So what we will do is we'll do some task. So you can log in with this and you can see. Can you tell me you can see this project or not? So just type in the chat whether you are able to see this. Any one of you who I added. Yes. Okay, so now let us clone this. Go to Hello World Java and clone it. Git clone. So maybe this is the empty repository. Just clone it. I'll be telling something. So every one of us, let us create a branch. Git checkout -b. So the branch name should be feature / your username.
Please, you're too fast.
And then out of master. So the task is developer1 is doing something in his branch. And developer2 is doing something in his branch. Okay. So developer1 pushes the changes to his branch and then he will merge it with master. Developer2 also will do the same thing. So let's create a branch. -b feature / your username. Okay, so first you have to move inside that. Master is not a commit, and okay, so there are no branches, right? So let me create one commit of this. So nothing is there. So let me create one simple file. So this is our Java. So you can delete the project, whatever you created now, and then you will do it. So hello Java. So now all of you, if you have cloned already, please delete it and clone it again. Just tell me in the chat whoever did this cloning. Do the clone and move into the CD to your branch. So anyone cloned it already? Okay, so Bala cloned it. Now you create a branch feature / on your username. And write one line in your file. So this is in your second line. This is the feature from your username. So for us just to track it. So I hope you know all these things very well because we practiced in last sessions, this one. Cloning, creating the branch, and then doing the changes, pushing those changes. And then you can give the commit message feature from your username. And then you push it to your branch. So any one of you pushed till now, please tell me. So now there is one branch. So I'm expecting other branches also from other developers. Authentication failed. Maybe you were giving wrong password. So any one of you, can you push your branch like this and tell me whoever completed that? Just at least one person.
Shiva, how do we have to create branches over there?
That is git checkout -v. So we discussed already, right?
Okay.
You missed it. You joined late, I think.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah, this is how you. So you just clone it, whatever the project you are seeing. Check out -b, your feature branch out of master branch, and then do some changes in the file like this. Add one line. This is the feature from in your username. So if any one of you has done this, I can show you. Okay, Bala, you done it.
So what is the command to push?
Git push origin and then your branch name. So if somebody is late, you can just notice this. Just imagine I am the developer 1, Balan is the developer 2. So now I can consider my changes are completed. Now I'm going to master and I need to merge it to the master branch. So I push the changes. I'm the developer 1, pushing the changes to my branch, and then I will merge it with master branch. So don't think this will happen the same in the companies. I'm just telling you how the merge and rebase works. After that, we will apply our company settings. Okay. So you will give a command git master and then what branch you are going to merge. So something is merged into the master branch. Now I need to push this into the remote repository. So I merge my feature branch. First I checked out into the master and then I run this command git merge my feature branch name so that I am getting the changes from this branch into the master branch. Now I am pushing it. Okay. So now master branch is reflecting my changes. Now Bala, can you do like this? Just check out to your master branch and then merge your feature branch to this and try to push. So you will face the errors. I will show you how he will face the errors. So I'll ask first him to commit. Okay, so no problem. So this is the master branch first, and then here I committed. So here I created a branch, and then Bala created a branch from here. So I did one commit, and then I pushed it to the master branch. Here Bala also did some commits, and then now he will try to merge it in his local and push to the master branch. So now he will get an error because here he checked out the code. After that, the master branch moved forward. So master branch has my changes. So master branch will not allow his changes because it is moved forward. So what he has to do is, so whenever you do merge, Git will check the latest commits in master branch exists in your local or not. So if not exists, it will not allow you to pull. So to push or much for you to push. So usually what you should do, you should first pull the changes and then you have to resolve the conflict.
Shiva, I just pinged you the error. Is that the same?
Yes. So updates were rejected because pushed branch tip is behind the remote. The same error. So the same I am telling you here. So you have to pull the changes first and then you have to resolve the conflicts. Then you need to push. So I would have asked first Bala to do those changes. Okay, I will do one thing to tell this effectively. So just wait, I will do edit here. So Bala, can you push now? Now you will not get the changes. The same command. Now you will not get the error. Can you push fast and tell me? I mean, so you pushed it already. Do this. Check out to your master and then run git merge your feature branch name and then your username, right? And then you push to the master branch. Can you do this? So is it done? Checking out to the master. Okay. So I would have asked you to do first. Okay. So now so this time be ready you to do first. So I'm creating one repository. I'll do this first. I'm adding you. And today class will be I'm adding you. Can you clone this? The new repository. Hello world Java 2. Just clone this. So wait, let me create this. So now can you let me push?
Shiva, I have
Can you?
cloned an anti-repository. Now to update the latest, what is that? Git pull?
No. Now you delete it. You delete the folder and you will clone it. You will clone it. So in between, I will explain the concept, what he is going to do. So he will clone and he will create a branch out of master and he will do some changes, adding to staging area, committing, and then pushing. After that, the feature is completed. In his perspective, so he wants these changes to be into master. So what he will do, he will check out master and then he will run this command git merge his feature branch name. Now is it done? Maybe this is little repetitive, but this is very important for today. At least if you understand merge and rebase how to resolve conflicts, then if I tell you the branching strategy, it will be perfect. Now Bala, is this done? Okay. So now he said he did it. Okay, you merge it to the. No, I cannot see here. So this is a new project. So we have created. Think that. Okay, committed to your branch. Yeah, and then you do this. You check out master and you do git merge and then you do git push origin master. these three commands to merge your feature branch changes into the master branch. Yeah, so you committed this. So now developer 1 did some changes and he committed the changes and he merged it with master branch. Now I am the developer 2. I am creating one more branch out of master branch. So now I will do the changes. This is from now, sorry, not master. Yeah, sorry. So now I created one more branch. What is this? Git status. It is not reflected. This is from Shiva. It was not reflected. Okay, so now I did some changes into my branch. Now what I do is I will check out to master and then I will merge my branch and I will try to push it. Now you see here how the merge conflicts will come. So it is saying failed to push some references. Updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do not have locally. So when you discuss about the Git architecture, so Git expects whatever there in the remote repository, you should have it in your local also. So it is clearly saying there are some additional changes in the master you don't have in your repository. That's why I am rejecting, and it is asking to pull the changes before pushing. So I need to pull the changes. So after pushing, it is saying conflict, merge conflict in hello java.txt. So why it is conflicted? Because here one line or one content is there. In Bala file, there is another content. So this is my content. This is from M Shiva. In Bala, this is commit from EVV Bala. So whenever Git is doing the merge, if it finds the different content in the same line, then Git does not know what to do. Then that's called conflict. So this is very important. What is conflict in Git? When Git is doing the merging, if the same line number contains different content, Git will confuse what to keep, what not to keep. So at that stage, it will throw you, there is some conflict is there, and clear that conflict and then push it. So now I got the conflict. Now I will approach Bala and we both will discuss which one to keep, which one not to keep. So this is my change from head to this equal symbols, and this is his change. So conflict, how to see the conflict is whenever there is a conflict in a file, it will clearly tell you this is where the conflict started and this is your change, and from this to this Bala change. Okay, head means your changes, and this commit ID, if it is showing, this commit ID is from Bala, this is Bala changes. So me and Bala will sit together and we will discuss what to keep, what not to keep, and we decided to keep both. So we will remove these extra lines. These lines should be removed. That is just for the indication purpose of conflict. So any doubts? I'm just doing it again. So this is the conflict. Conflict will start from this section head and ends here. This is your changes, and this is another person.
Shiva, if we have n number of developers at the same time using this committed, how can we get to know who is the developer of this?
You can go to the master. So this commit is there, right?
Yeah.
You can go to the master branch, go to the commits. Now it is found, right? Bala.
Okay, Shiva.
Okay. From this section to this, your changes, and from here to this one, arrow symbols, another person changes. So we both decided, and we discussed to keep both the lines. Okay, and I saved the file. So now you see here, it is saying master is in merging. Now I will click git status. It is saying file is modified. Git add, and then git merge. Sorry, git commit -m resolved merge conflicts, and then git push origin master. What happened? So
Sorry, Shiva, I have committed. Sorry, I pushed some code again.
you push some code to master.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. That's good actually. Now we can discuss again. So it is from Ranjit. Okay. Now I will do git pull what is this merge branch master? So I pulled it. There are no conflicts. The line is just added because Ranjit is from the another line. Ranjit line was third line, but the conflict was at the second line. So I directly got the changes. Git merged it automatically. So this is very important now. Anyhow, we got this scenario luckily. Git compares at the same line number if different content is there. If yes, that is conflict. But here Ranjit content is in third line. So it directly merged it. So there were no conflicts. Okay, see here, it will try first. One file changed, one insertion. Okay, now if you see git log, see this is the merge commit. Now if I push git push origin and then master, now it pushed it successfully because I resolved the commits. Now three persons worked on this repository. Ultimately, we pushed all our changes into the master branch. Okay. So this is my branch. This is, so some of you directly pushed it into the master branch. So now this is how you have to resolve the conflicts. So the main rule is pull before push always. Okay. So any doubts and confusion still now? I think some of you might have confused, but this is the flow. And Ranjit and Bala, they have to pull the changes. Because I added some extra code. Okay. Now if you go on commits, then you can see here how the tree. So here the first one, Bala did something and he merged it here, and from here me and Ranjit started, we merged it here. You can see here M means merge. These are the merge commits. Okay. So, but in projects, we don't directly merge it to master branch. We have to raise pull request. Okay. So now let's do another use case. I will do the things, you just watch it for now. I'll create another branch and then I'll complete development, and then I want to merge it into master. But here a PR should be raised. So I will tell you what is PR. So before that I need some settings. Just watch these settings. Repository settings. Here branch permissions. I'm adding branch name master. The prevent changes without a pull request. Okay. So before merging into the master, you have to create a pull request, prevent deletion. I don't want master to be deleted. I want prevent rewriting the history. So all these three settings you have to do. Okay, so now I updated that permissions. So now I will do the changes quickly. I am checking out, for example, feature 1.1 out of master branch. Sorry, I need to specify -b. Okay, so I'll go to this. So here I am writing something. This is the feature from feature 1.1 branch. Okay. So now I will run these things all at a time. Just ignore the commit message. Just think. Okay. So and I will do one more commit. This is another line from feature 1.1. Now consider the development is over. I want this to be into the master branch. So how I should do is, here go to your branch and there is something called create pull request. So pull request, I want the changes from feature 1.1 to the master branch. Here it will show you difference. What is the difference you have made? Okay, so green line means the new lines you added. And what are the commits for this? These two are the commits. You click difference, you click commits, you can see how many commits from this branch are trying to merge it into the master branch. You can see here difference. Okay, then I'll click on continue. So here I will just give, this is the feature 1.1. Now here generally we will have some reviewers. For example, I'm adding Bala and Ranjit as reviewer. So by default we can have this setting and click on create. Now Bala and Ranjit, can you open your repositories? So this
Yeah,
is the
open.
link. So this is the link. So what they will do, generally they are like team leaders and team members. They will go to the diff tab and they will see the changes and they will simply check whether how I have written the code, whether I am following the best practices or not. And they will write some comments here. This line of code creating some unnecessary variable. So like this, they will give it and they will comment. So whenever they comment on my code, I will get an email and then I will check what are the comments they have given and I will do those changes and then again I will push it to this. For example, they have made one comment. So I will see this comment. Okay, then I will go and do some more changes. Some syntax error is clear. And then I will push it. So automatically this pull request will be updated with the latest commits. You can see a moment ago. You can see the difference now. Now I added some more lines. Syntax error is clear like this. Okay. So you understood what is the use of pull request, why we need to rise? Because directly into the master branch is not good.
Shiva, what is the blame we have in the above?
Yes, that's good. So blame, if you click on blame, you can see who did the changes on what lines. See, this line is changed by me and this line is by me. So this is by Balan. So whenever you see some code is broken, feature is broken, you can go and check who did that change. So now you can clearly see this, right? This commit this line is added by Bala, this line is added by Ranjit, and the remaining line is added by me. So whenever you want to see who has written this code, this is not at all correct. I want to know who did this some bad practices code. Then you can click on the blame, and you can see who did those changes on every line of the file. So now Bala or Ranjit, can you click on approve? There will be approve button for you. here at the top. Yeah, so both of them approved. So both of them approved. Now I can click on merge. So while clicking on merge, usually I will delete this source branch. My features will be into the master branch. Okay, now it is merged. Now you can go and check source. So there are the latest. Now you have to just
So we have a command for that, no? The git blame something like that.
Yeah, that is also there. But these are like you can see in UI very good, right? What is the line? So you have here you have the better view.
Okay.
So why you want to so did this one and the dates everything. So now I need to pull those changes. So just git pull. Sorry, because I'm already in master branch, I have to give git pull. That's it. So this is how you will 2 or 3 members will work on the repository, and then they do some merges, pull requests, all those things. Now I hope 50% you understood, 50% you confused. Any doubts till now on pull request?
Sure, just explain the master, how you disable the pull request from inside.
Why I enable this permission? You are saying, you are asking that?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so if I don't give that, simply you will do the merge in your local and you will push it to the master branch. Now if you try to, now if I do the same thing. So if I don't have the PR, there is no chance for the other developers or your team leader to review your code. You can directly push your changes into the master. For example, I will quickly show you. Feature 1.2. This is to test without PR. Now consider you are doing a merge in local. Okay, now if you push these changes, sorry, into the master, sorry, into the master. You merged it into the master, and then you are pushing the changes into the master. So now what it told you? It rejected because I just made that setting without pull request. I don't allow the changes into the master branch because it's not reviewed. So what is the meaning of pull request? If you raise a pull request so that your team members will check your code or your manager and they will give the approve, then only you can merge it. That is the reason behind pull request.
So even in local also we can't merge with master?
In local you can. So I just merged it, right? So here, see, I merged it.
Okay.
But you cannot push it to the central branch. Until you push it to the central branch, other developers will not know you, right? So these changes are in your local only, but not in your remote branch. So that is why we made that setting. So this knowledge is enough, like yesterday branching model, whatever we discussed, right? So this knowledge is enough. So now you know, like while two developers are working, whenever you push the changes, you have to pull the changes. Before you have to pull the changes. If you get some conflict, go to the developer and then you both sit together and decide what code should be there, what code should not be there. You resolve the conflicts and then you merge it so that, and then other developer also pull the changes. So once all the features are ready and merge it into the development branch. So this till now we are just practicing with master. Development branch is another branch like the master, and you will merge it into the master branch, into the development branch. From here you create the release branch. Okay, any doubts? Any other doubts, other persons?
So, if there is a new branch, just refreshing the GUI will enable all the new branches.
Yes. So here you can see. So we'll do some more settings now. So here we will add the users for this project and then branch
Sure,
permissions.
for creating the release branch, we should be in the master branch, right?
No, you should release branch source is development branch.
No, to create the release branch, we need to check out from the master branch itself, right? So master branch, it will contains all the latest one.
Master is not containing the latest. That is just for our practice purpose, I told you. Master is pointing to the production. Upcoming changes. Development is upcoming changes. So now I will create that settings for your purpose. So now I will add prevent all changes except by me. So nobody can do the changes to the master branch directly. Now I will add one more branch that is called development branch. Okay. So it is saying not found. Okay. So now let us create this strategy. You will get more clear. So these are the initial setup we do in our projects. Git checkout -b development and then master. So you have to be very patient because I am doing all the settings right now. Even it is confusing to you, you just listen this recording again and again. And I am pushing it because there are no changes. I no need to add, I no need to commit. So new branch created, development. Now I am adding the permissions for the development branch. Prevent changes without pull request, prevent rewriting history, prevent deletion. So these two are the main branches, master branch and then development branch. So you will not, access will be restricted for these two branches. Okay. And then I can add default reviewers. any branch for the from any branch from source branch to the development branch. I'm adding the reviewers of my team members. Approvals require at least one approval. Okay. So at least one person should approve my changes. Source branch is any branch. Okay. So if you want something to be matched from your supporting branches like feature, release, or hotfix to the development branch, so we need minimum approvals from my team members. Okay. So clear? So now we have master branch and then development branch. Some developer joined like me, so I cloned it. Now I am checking out. So now I got the task to develop a feature 2.0. So I should definitely take the source as a development branch because it contains the present ongoing developments. Okay, now I'm into that branch. So this is as part of feature 2.0 development. Okay, now you check the status and add some test message, git push origin feature 2.0, and I will do some more development. And I will be completing. So like this, in single commit, I cannot complete the feature, right? I'll be taking some 5 to 10 commits, 50 commits, or 100 commits. We don't know. It's based on the feature. So now I have taken some 20 commits to complete this feature. Now I want to raise a pull request to the development branch. Okay. And now you think, because I cannot reflect this, it will take a lot of time. So now you think, so I am the developer 1, completed my features. Maybe I took 20 days time. Now there is developer 2 who completed in 10 days time, and the development and merged with development. So now you are behind the development branch, correct? Because you are late and some changes already pushed it. So what you have to do, you have to pull those changes actually. Git checkout development, and then you click on git pull. Okay, sometimes it will ask for the full one, origin, and then development. So it is saying up to date because no person did the changes. If if there are some changes, you will get all those changes, and then now I will discuss rebase. There are two strategies in Git to integrate two different branches. Okay. So now what is the difference between Git and rebase? When you use rebase is whenever you want some unrelated changes into your branch, then you go for rebase. For example, I'm not dependent on the developer 2 work. I'm dependent on only my work, but the branch is moved, the development. What I have to do, I have to rebase it. If we both are doing parallelly in the same branch, then you go for merge. So command is nothing but same, like merge, git rebase, and then branch name. What is the merge command? Git merge, and then branch name. Okay, but in merge, you check out to master and run merge command. But in terms of in rebase, we usually check out to feature branch and then git rebase master branch or whatever the main branch. So I will execute this in tomorrow's class. So at least today's class, you know how to work with how multiple persons will work on different branches, and they will get conflicts, and then they will resolve the conflicts, raising the PRs, and you know how to restrict the repository. Now without using PR, you cannot push the changes, all those things. Match and rebase both are same in the use level, but there is a little difference you have to understand that I will tell you in tomorrow's class. Any other doubts till now?
Shiva, the branch development is created just now, right? So if I
Yeah,
pull now, so I'll get development branch to my local or how?
yeah, you will get it.
But I'm not able to see any branch.
So usually this is the setting, but before we add the users to the branch, I will create master and then development, and maybe you will not get it because I added the repository permissions here. So those two are the main branches. Before I add the users, I do the something. So first setup, you have to create the main branches. So if you remember at the starting of the class, without having master branch, if I try to push something, it is rejected. So the main condition is, now you just remove the repository, delete it and clone it again. Before project starts, you create main branches and push. That's it. And after that, if you clone, you will be getting your supporting branches, feature, release, hotfix, all those things.
Okay.
Any other doubts? So I think it's little difficult. All of us work together in the live. So tomorrow I will have another laptop. Like I will be acting as one more user, and I'll be telling you what I'm doing, and then we can do the rebase. Then you will see the difference between merge and rebase. So once you understand these two concepts, then we can discuss about the latest branching strategy, which can be adapted by the microservices or some vigorous developments like what this Amazon, Google, Facebook are doing.
Shiva,
Yeah.
is there only HTTP clone? Is there any other type, means other protocols we can use, or
Yeah, you
showing
can
what?
use that.
Okay.
In here it is not enabled for our project. So once you add the keys in the Bitbucket repository, then you can.
Okay, thanks.
So here we need to, not here, keys somewhere, it will be keys. But anyhow, that we'll see in later classes. So just practice these things, these commands, and understand. Then if you will get more details in the tomorrow's class. Okay. Have a nice day. See you.
Okay, bye, Shiva. Good night.